Hey, what's up, you guys? Tom is back with another LinScents video. Today, we're going to be discussing those Facebook ads. But before we get into that, just want to say thank you guys again. It is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices. Whatever one you're watching me from, and wherever you're watching me from, it is an honor. If you guys are new to this channel, you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, comment, and like. Likes are very, very important. Now, before I even get into this fragrance, just got to give a special shout out to my boy Michael LaRussa. If you guys are part of any of the Facebook fragrance groups, you guys might do occasional transaction with fellow frag heads. And this particular guy, Michael LaRussa, has been A1 since day one. We've done multiple transactions with each other, trading, buying, selling, you know, just a little bit of fragrance talk, life talk in general. And he's always been there since day one. Like I said, one of the first to actually kickstart the journey, if you will. I remember like 3-4 years ago, he sent me a box of just a whole bunch of fragrances he wasn't using anymore. And he said, hey, go use these for the channel. And that I did. So thank you, Mr. Michael LaRussa. Also, if you guys would like for me to try some fragrances, and maybe I just don't have them, okay? Maybe you guys got a little sample, a little decant. You guys want to see how I feel about them, you could definitely throw those my way. You can just get a hold of me through Facebook, and we'll do something from there. So, nonetheless, let's get into this fragrance. Now, again, Facebook ads. I actually got another one coming in from a Facebook ad that's, you know, a couple days from now. As you guys remember, the last one that caught me was this one, this Gravite. Actually, a very nice, easygoing fragrance. And again, Facebook got a hold of me. Well, not got a hold of me like they got my address and stuff like that, but they got a hold of my eyes. They showed me some fragrances, and how dare they just continue to show us stuff on those ads that they know we like. You know, we like fragrances, so next thing you know, all these different companies got ads nowadays. But one in particular caught my eye, and it was from the company called Snif out there in New York. Okay, if you guys are out in New York, you probably just got a store out there. But if you got, like me, and you got to buy online, you just go to the Snif website, snif.com. Okay, now these fragrances come in 30 ml with a 2 ml sample. Then they come in 10 ml, and then they got a 10 ml with a fragrance case. Now the case is just like something to hold the fragrance in, and then, or you just get the regular 10 ml, or you get the 30 ml like this, and they give you a sample of the fragrance inside as well. So you guys can test these out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, you can return it. And so they give you that little sample right there at the bottom to test the fragrance out. And this one we are going to test out. This one is called Burning Bridges. Now, again, these are going to run you about $60 for 30 ml. So about $2, $2 per, I guess. $2 per. And that's what you get. So it's just like Dossier. When Dossier, you buy their fragrances, you pay a certain price. Now Dossier is a little cheaper, so you get these fragrances. They give you that little sample, and then, you know, you can go from there. They give you a little sample, see if you like it, and then you can send it back if you don't like it. So they you know, you got nothing to lose. Okay, so everything to gain in this case. So this one again is called Burning Bridges, and again, you can also do a subscribe and save. It's when you subscribe and they send you something like every 2 months, and you save like $5-6 extra bucks. So however you want to do it, it is up to you. And they got probably a good, seems like maybe 10 to 15 fragrances. They have candles as well. So nonetheless, let's get into this. So this is what the 30 ml looks like right here. And again, there you go, Burning Bridges, okay? And I think I do have a little bit of a note breakdown on this exact fragrance. So this has some vanilla, tobacco, iris, rose, fresh spices, freesia, and then oak moss. So I'm expecting a nice fall style fragrance. But nonetheless, there it is. And come in this little, you got to actually take the plastic off the bottle too. So, oh man, they're trying to make sure nothing is wasted. So you open this up almost like a deodorant stick. They were nice enough to send me a few extra samples too. So let me show you that real quick before I can get into this, just to show you what, you know, if you were deciding to buy these as 10 mLs. Honestly, you guys, buying something at 10 ml just seems a little bit like a waste of money. Yes, I know you can just, if you buy a 30 ml and then you waste $50, okay. But let's say you get this and it's like $22 for a 10 ml and you like it. I mean, this seems to go, like it would go fast. I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe these are long lasting. Who knows? But it would seem like it would go too fast and then you're already out to $30. And then if you did like it, now you got to go spend another $50 for it. So again, it's all up to you guys how you like to do it. But me personally, I don't like getting little bitty bottles like that. Okay, I don't care what fragrance it is. I'm not going to spend $15, $20 on a little thing like this, use it in like a week, and then, you know, now I got to go buy the real thing because I like it. So the cool thing is, again, they give you a sample to test it out. So you can just get this little trial. Now, again, if you don't like the fragrance, you just send it back and you don't get charged. It's almost like on Amazon where they got the clothes. You get the clothes, you put them on, you don't like them, you send them back and you don't get charged. But if you keep them, then they charge you. So it comes like this. The one that comes with the little carrying case, there's a case that's right next to this little pill-shaped box. And then it's like you just stick this in and you can just take it with you when you travel. So, I mean, if you're good with traveling, maybe you just need a couple fragrances to travel, then you get this. But again, 30 ml, you can take those on the airplane as well. So this one is the Citrus Circus. And then I believe they give you these little almost like ace bandages on this too. Look at that. So, you know, if you ever need a, you know, maybe you got to bandage up a scar or something, just throw that on. This one is, let's see, the Golden Ticket. So Golden Ticket and Citrusy Circus. But we are here for the Burning Bridges. So let's get into this Snif. Okay, this is all natural ingredients in here. None of that nasty stuff, the bad chemicals and all that. So here it is. Let's just make sure this is a 30 ml. I believe it is, but yep, 30 ml. So here we go. Nice little plasticky cap up here. But here we go. Nice atomizer, actually. Nice wide distribution. Ooh, definitely getting a nice little bit of that iris right off the back. That iris giving it that kind of waxy, lipsticky smell. Something kind of fruity in here. Again, it's probably that freesia. It's kind of like a floral, fruity floral, you know, fresh smell. So definitely the iris and definitely the freesia so far. Getting a little bit of earthiness from that tobacco. It's more of a dry tobacco. Ooh, getting a little bit of that rose, which is very nice. Again, a little bit of that fresh and fruity from that freesia still. And that iris, which is actually very nice. Irisy, fruity, floral, nice and green and fresh. The tobacco's a nice little bit of dry tobacco, so it's not a wet, sweet tobacco. And I am starting to get a little bit of the vanilla that's kind of smoothing everything out. Now, I'm assuming these are, you know, usually companies like this, they at least try to make it eau de parfum. So, you know, you're looking at anywhere between like 15 to 30% of oils. So I'm assuming that's where they're going their route. Assuming they wouldn't go with an EDT, you know, less oils like that, especially with all natural ingredients and stuff like that. So with this little shaky thing, something in here. I don't know if it's that spring. Maybe it's for your cats to play with, huh? You hear it? You know what? Even with the dryness and a little bit of that powdery, iris, waxy, lipsticky smell that I got in the air, this is still a very unisexy fragrance, especially with that green freesia, that floral, that fruity kind of fresh smell that you get. A little bit of that dry earthiness from the tobacco. Now, this doesn't seem like a very loud fragrance, and maybe because of just this fragrance itself, I don't think this one's meant to be super duper loud, even though you're going to probably wear this in the, you know, you can get away with this between the fall, anywhere between fall, spring, the summer. I mean, winter you can get away with it too, as long as you're kind of going indoors somewhere. You're not going to rock this outdoors in the cool, cold weather. It's not like a super big, bomb, if you will, the big old scent bomb. Okay, it's not like that. So in the winter, you may need to spray a little bit more heavy to get nice, like a nice little bubble going. But it's fresh enough to say you can wear this in the spring, you can wear this in the summer, a nice fall date. And even though it's got that tobacco and that iris, you think, when you hear those notes, you think of just a date night fragrance or a night out. But this one actually, with that freshness, you can kind of rock this in the daytime as well. So very nice, very versatile in my opinion. Think you can wear this to work. It's not offensive. That tobacco isn't like kind of like punching you right in the face like most tobacco fragrances. It's not overly sweet or anything like that. It's got that freshness still. The only thing I'm having issues with this fragrance right now, okay? And I do like the way it smells, okay? And you guys seen, I did probably like 2 or 3 sprays of this, okay? It started off kind of like where it seemed kind of loud. You know, it wasn't again, it wasn't a huge scent bubble, okay, like that. It was definitely noticeable. If you're probably within a few feet of me, you'll definitely notice it. But it doesn't seem as strong, and especially with that irisy tobacco note, it doesn't seem as strong as what I was hoping for. Now, again, this could be one of those fragrances that needs to just sit around a little bit more. Again, I think they're probably only making like 10 to 15 fragrances, so depending on how fast they're shipping them out and making them, they might have to sit around, get those little oils, you know, working together a little bit longer. But, you know, this is honestly pretty much on par with like a Dossier or, you know, some others. You know, I would just say Dossier, in fact, and maybe like alt fragrances. It definitely had alt and had plenty of Dossiers, okay? I'm going to say that they're pretty similar as far as how loud they are with those two. Again, very good smelling fragrance nonetheless, but again, you guys know sometimes you use all those clean things and stuff like that. You use the all-natural deodorants, and you put it on and it smells good, and you go out there and start sweating for like 10 minutes, and next thing you know, it's almost like the whole thing faded and you start smelling. Now, I think those are the type of things you got to keep using. You can't just wear it once and then say, "Ooh, I stink," afterwards, and you're like, "Oh, I'm never going to use this again." You probably got to get used to it. You know, you're used to wearing all the chemicals on your body, that you kind of got to get used to it. And I think with this would be one of those fragrances that, you know, maybe in another week or so, maybe another month, maybe even, we'll give it a little bit of extra time to kind of sit around and mature a little bit and get back to it. But for right now, the first spray, again, I like the way it smells. It's just not, even though I'm kind of getting whiffs of it here and there every time I keep moving my hand, man, for a fragrance, when a fragrance smells like this good, you want it to be a little bit louder so people can notice. You know, it's like, I mean, I understand some fragrances are meant to be more of a, you know, close encounter type thing, but man, sometimes when you smell like something like this, you're like, man, I wish it was a little bit louder. I don't know if the wife can smell it. Can you smell it over there?
I can. It smells a little powdery.
It is kind of powdery. Again, that's the iris, kind of giving it that powdery, almost lipsticky smell, if you will, when you first spray it. That's that iris. Again, kind of earthy with the tobacco. Again, it's not sweet tobacco. It's not super duper sweet. A little bit fresh from that freesia. But the wife actually said she can smell it. So, you know, as much as I don't think it's a scent bubble machine, she can smell it. She's about a good maybe 8 feet away. So maybe you can smell this. You know, maybe it's just me right now. But again, I wish this was a little bit louder, even though she can smell it, for my own taste. Okay, again, you know, some of you guys actually like fragrances to be super duper strong to the point that everyone can smell it. And again, sometimes we all go nose blind, and, you know, again, I've gone nose blind to plenty of fragrances that I've got, And, you know, hours and hours and hours later, I get compliments saying someone can smell you or this and that. And I'm like, man, I don't get any whiffs of it. Now, again, it's not that I'm not getting any hints of this fragrance. I'm definitely getting the hints of it. Just doesn't seem as loud just yet. But again, we'll give it some time. Maybe again, maybe a month from now, maybe all the little oils kind of get a little time to play around in the bottle a little bit. Yeah, definitely a unisex fragrance. Men and women can rock this, okay? So, there's that. That is that Snif. Again, ooh, magnetic cap. Didn't even know that. So maybe that's what that little noise is. Maybe there's a little, that magnet in there. See? Ooh, didn't even realize that. So, there we go. There is Burning Bridges, a Snif. Okay, a first impressions of that. Okay, again, nice tobacco, kind of fresh tobacco. Slightly spicy and powdery with that iris, but that is that. Snif. Again, go check them out. I'll go see if I can find any discount codes, and I'll leave that down below. I'll also leave the website down below. The website will probably pop up somewhere in this video, but nonetheless, Snif fragrances are out there in New York. Go check them out. Get the candles, get the scents, get all that. And, you know, let me know what you think. If you guys already have smelled these or sniffed them, no pun intended, let me know what you think. With that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. Peace out.